In the quiet hills off York Road in Helena, Montana, there is a place rooted in resilience, tradition, and a shared dream. The Apple Bar Orchard is that place and first began as a small research site with MSU Extension and quickly revealed something remarkable. Hardy, nutrient-dense berries that thrive in Montana's demanding climate. Haskaps, aronia, saskatoons, currants, and cherries are the berries, and they are packed with flavor. Haskaps, also known as honeyberries or superfruit, have more antioxidants than most people would expect, and around here, they're known for putting blueberries to shame. But behind the orchard is a story far deeper than fruit.
My name is Catherine McNeil, and I'm here at the Apple Bar Orchard. We started out as a research site with MSU Extension to see what kind of berries would grow in cold climates. So we have Haskaps, or also known as honeyberries. We also have dwarf sour cherries, saskatoons, also known as service berries, June berries, and saskatoon. And then we have currants, both black and red currants, and aronia. So when we expanded out to the orchard that you see behind me, we expanded with the Haskaps and the dwarf sour cherries. The name, the Apple Bar Orchard, came from my husband growing up on a farm in Idaho. That was their cattle brand, and we felt like it was really said something for what we were trying to do here.
In the spring, the work at the orchard shifts from survival to preparation, making sure everything is tightly netted so the birds and other wildlife won't destroy what she worked so hard for. Everything done in the early season determines whether the summer harvest will succeed or fail. Spring work has a more demanding routine, with early mornings rising to beat the summer heat, or late evenings once the temperature has cooled are the only times when haskaps can be harvested. As she harvests this farm alone, she can't help but remember that this is more than a place where just fruit grows. It stands as a tribute to her late husband, whose tools, plans, and dreams still shape every row and every season of this land. Through early mornings, long harvests, and the challenges that come with running an orchard, she kept those shared dreams moving forward with unwavering commitment. Even in the most difficult season of her life, Catherine continues the work they once did together, honoring him with every step she takes around the farm. Then, with a steady mix of honesty and strength, she explains what the work looks like for her now.
First of all, in the spring, we do a lot of pruning to make sure that harvesting is as efficient and goes as well as possible. We have to net everything, so every single row that you see behind me is individually netted, and we have behind over here that started out as the original research site is netted all the way over, because if we don't net it, then the birds will just come in and we will not have a harvest crop at all. I lost my husband a year ago, and so a lot of the work that I'm doing is on my own. It's a lot of work. Every morning during harvest, I'm up at 5:30 and out here. The haskaps can only be harvested before the temperature is 70 degrees. And so once it gets too hot, we can't harvest. And so it's usually between about 5:30 in the morning and 8, and then we clean them and bag them and freeze them.
As the seasons shift and the orchard comes back to life each spring, the work begins long before anyone thinks about tasting a berry. It's a process that demands patience, timing, and care. Making delicious jams, jellies, and syrups, and selling them year-round has inspired her dream of one day hopefully building a future store on the farm. That way, not only can you and your family come out for a fun-filled day of picking berries and making lifelong memories, but you could stop in and shop for heartfelt made products produced right off the farm. With the right materials and funds, she hopes to accomplish that one day. It's one of her late husband's future dreams and goals they had envisioned for the apple bar orchard together on this land they bought that dates back to around 1902.
Just in the last year or so, I've started making value-added products. So I make jams, I make jellies and syrups, and using all of the products that I have here. The only thing that is not grown here is like the sugar and the pectin and the lemon juice. Occasionally I've done some pepper jams, and those I've been getting from my sister, so it's all homegrown. So this summer I started a U-Pick, and because it's nice to have other people come in and honestly help out, but it gives everybody an opportunity to kind of see what it is that we do here, but also see what some of these berries, most people haven't even ever heard of them. The Haskap and the Aronia are both considered superfruits. They have 4 times the antioxidants of blueberries, so not only are they good, but they're good for you. So this year it was so great because we had some people come in, and they were like, "Oh, I remember going out and picking fruit with my grandma. This is so great." So, you know, just some of those kind of memories are awesome to hear as well.
Hand-picked, cared for with the same old-fashioned attention this homestead always had. And for anyone who wants to taste the history, feel the land, or make a memory their own, there's the joy of U-Pick days in the summer. Through the rows, laughing, collecting sun-warmed berries by the handful. It's not just farming out here, it's an experience. It's connection. She sells berries year-round, flash frozen as soon as they're picked and cleaned. Locked with that perfect freshness this land is known for. If you want more info, she keeps it simple. Just reach out through her website or Facebook anytime and make an appointment. Out here, the land speaks, the berries speak, and she's carrying forward a legacy of this homestead with love, sweetness, and a whole lot of Montana charm.